Hi, and thank you for tuning in to this special episode of Animals and Ames. My name is Ron Edwards. I'm the Animal Control Supervisor here for the Ames Animal Shelter and Animal Control Program. And assisting me here with Moose today is Kathy. She is the Animal Control Officer that helped Moose and is part of the reason that Moose is alive today. So, to tell you a little bit about his story, Moose is a 5-month-old purebred German Shepherd. The story and how he came to us is hard to even talk about. To understand that a human could do something so cruel to an animal is really hard for all of our staff to handle, and quite honestly for me to even talk about. The situation with Moose is a current legal case that is going through the legal process in the court. What happened to Moose was his owner came home and noticed that Moose, because he's a puppy and needs the training, had made a mess on the carpet. So he pooped and peed, which of course all puppies are going to do if they're not trained to do something, to be trained to do something. You have to be able to get them out to do that. The next thing that happened when the owner came home and he saw that Moose had done that to the carpet was he took out a knife and he stabbed Moose. You can see the bandage here. Moose has been in the intensive care unit at Iowa State University for the last 5 days. Today is the first day he's back here with us. And, you know, this has been a case that has just torn all of us apart. This is such a sweet, gentle dog. It's very hard to understand why a human would do this to an animal. Animal Control provides services. We could have taken the dog in here. There is absolutely no reason that this should have ever happened to this dog. The good side to this is now Moose is now ours, and we are going to find the absolute best home possible for him. He's doing really well. He's even learned how to sit. Let's see if he can do that for us. Can you sit, Moose? Can you sit?
Sit.
Can you sit?
Sit.
He's really food motivated, as you notice. Kathy's really getting him the treats here. So you can see his attention is just absolutely on those treats there. Because he is a German Shepherd, they are just extremely intelligent dogs, but they also have a lot of special needs too that you need to consider before you consider adopting this dog. His stay with us, and the reason for today's show is to ask for your help. His stay in the intensive care unit is going to cost us several $1,000s. His ongoing care, his additional x-rays that we need to do in his chest, his antibiotics, things of that nature are going to cost us several $1,000s. We were absolutely not going to give up on Moose. We wanted to make sure that he had everything that he needed to survive. So we're asking for your help to do that. So please consider donating today. If you can't donate yourself, please share this message with all your friends and family. And we got to do everything we can to make sure that Moose finds a loving home, one that's going to care for him, one that's never ever going to hurt him, a home that's going to train him and care for him. Even the smallest donation is going to help Moose, so please consider doing that. You can mail a check to us at our mailing address at the Ames Animal Shelter, which is 515 Clark Avenue, Ames, Iowa, 50010. You can come to the shelter at 325 Billy Sunday Road during our normal business hours. You can say hi to Moose and make a donation at that time. We accept cash, check, or credit cards, and of course we'll give you a receipt for your donation. You can also call the Ames Animal Shelter on our phone at 515-239-5530 and make a credit card donation over the phone. You might be wondering where he got his name Moose from, and you can see here his toy. This is a little moose-shaped doggy toy. He's looking for a treat. This is your toy. When Kathy went there with the police sergeants in the Ames Police Department who are doing the criminal investigation, Kathy was able to she went behind the dumpster and saw that this little moose toy was back there. So assuming it was probably his when Moose was dumped in the dumpster, with that life-threatening injury. She assumed that this was his toy, so she immediately picked that toy up and asked him if it was his, of course, because we talked to all the animals here. And he grabbed it in his mouth, so we knew that it was his toy, and it was so heartwarming to know that he still had that energy and will to live to get that moose. And so we have the moose here with him. Kathy took the moose along with Moose to Iowa State University, and the doctors and care staff there decided that that was going to be his name. We do know his real name, but we want him to have a complete new identity and be in a home where he's going to thrive in a new environment. Very thankful to the Ames Police Department, our animal control officer, Kathy Pike. That's Kathy's hand, and the care staff at Iowa State University for saving Moose. Again, after everything that he's went through, he is just a very sweet dog. He wants to learn, he wants to be cared for, he wants to be loved. So we're going to be looking for a home for Moose in the next coming week or so. We will be accepting adoption applications. We're going to be looking for a family that can provide for his care. They've completed an adoption application with us. They have a current history of vet care for their particular animals that they've had in the past. A fenced and secure yard where Moose can run and play with his new family. And the ability and resources to give Moose all that he needs to thrive. So making sure that they have that annual vet visit and the vaccinations and everything that they need to thrive is critically important, not just to Moose and his adoption, but with all the animals that we adopt out here. But Moose, again, is a very special story. I can say in my career of almost 34 years, I have never dealt with a dog that was stabbed by somebody because it made a mess in a house. So again, it's just a heartbreaking, disgusting crime that was committed against Moose here. So we need your help. Please help us. If there's anything that we can do to answer any questions, please don't hesitate to call the shelter. Again, that number is 515-239-5530. And please consider donating. And if you can't donate, please share it with all your friends and family. And let's make sure that Moose finds that forever home that's going to care for him and will never, ever, ever hurt him again.